decluttering another garden bed, which is this one right here. You can see it's kind of like a small bed, like a rectangular shape. So when I put this bed together, which was late winter, I wasn't even thinking about, simplifying it. I was just thinking that I needed this space to be filled up. Since I, you know, learned about decluttering the garden, and since I've always loved having a more simplified garden, I thought this bed needs to be decluttered. This cami cypress, this fall cypress, it's going to get big. So you see it right here. It's like 4.5 feet in width. So I was thinking that by putting it here, I wanted to cover up this pathway a little bit and then also come here. So I did think about that. But since I want to just kind of simplify this garden, I'm going to bring this one up here. And this sunshine ligustrum will get big as well. And I have it in a way that when it does get some size, it will be okay to have it here, because with the two together, the fall cypress in here, it should be plenty of room. But I'm going to put this somewhere else and want to enjoy its large size by having the two yellows together. I think they're going to be competing for attention. These are lace cap hydrangeas, and they have been scorched, sun scorched. I'm just going to pop these out, and I'm going to donate one of them, and one of them is going to go underneath the Japanese maple. And of course, these annual zinnias, they will go when the frost gets them. And then also this right here, I'm going to go ahead and take it out too and put it somewhere else as well. I would like to have this fall cypress in the middle, and then as ground covers, of course, I'm going to have the Angelina sedum there. I also have creeping thyme. All right, so right now, this is in the way, so I am going to go ahead and pop it out. It's at the end of the season anyway. I can go ahead and put it somewhere else for now. I have not really amended the soil here, so it is clay, soil, hard clay for the most part. So, and this has put on some good size as well since it was planted. So it's just going to get bigger from here on out. I think this is halfway, yeah. So this will be the focal point of this bed. And I saw a worm. Let me put this in soil. Well, better yet, let me go ahead and plant this. Rocks down there. Let's see if I have a big rock. Not bad. dirt in my eyes. All right, I'm gonna go rinse my eyes for a little bit. All right, I think I got all of it out. Oh, I have another rock. Gosh. All right, I will use rose tone because that's the only thing that I have. Let me show you the rocks that I found. They almost look like stepping stone rocks. Or these are just newly formed rocks because they're pretty fragile. All right, it is done for now, and I think I like it so much better. It's more simple. I feel like I can breathe a lot better seeing the openness of it. I just use whatever mulch I have left over, and that is the soil conditioner. So let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. Let me give you an after. So I wanted to also let you know that this fall cypress in its new location, it echoes the other two, so it forms a triad. So I thought that was cool, as if it was all planned all this time, but it was just a happy accident. So going forward, I would like to have this as the focal point. That means that anything that's here, I do not want it to compete with the yellow color. I do not have a lot of ground covers right now that I could divide, except maybe that creeping thyme later on. So I know that the Angelina does really well over here, and it could spread pretty readily given some time. I would say a good 2 to 3 years. This space will all filled out later on. When I can get more of this kind of green color type of ground cover, I will replace it a little bit at a time. And eventually it'll just be yellow and the nice green ground coverage over here. And by doing that, the garden will look a lot more simple, a place to rest your eyes a lot better. Before, you could see that there were just so many different plants, so many different colors going on, competing with one another. Even though it's a small bed, there's just so many distractions. So from here on out, this bed is going to look a lot more simple, keeping it decluttered as much as possible. Now the concept of, simplifying a garden, decluttering it, which is called kanso, it's Kanso. It's a Japanese concept. It doesn't mean that it's about minimalism. It's basically about taking away things that do not serve a purpose, whether it's in your living room or out in your garden. So what I just showed you with all the different plants here before, I feel like they did not do this garden bed any justice. It just made it just made the space look more cluttered and then just look more busy. So by taking all of that out, you just have less things to look at, and by having less things to look at, it just makes the space look more peaceful. And then going forward, I will be continuing to look at other garden spaces that I have here and just take things out that I don't need anymore, especially now when the garden is more mature. And I know that some of us may call this way of decluttering call editing. But anyway, I just think it's neat that there's a Japanese concept known as kanso. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And until the next one, I hope you take care. Bye for now. And I forgot to mention, these are all of the plants that were dug up. This will get donated. This will go somewhere else because I don't think a lot of people like sunshine ligustrum. It's kind of like an acquired taste kind of plant. And I don't think a lot of people like that either. So there's the other hydrangea. Now it's going to be with the other two. So now you have three that are here. If you stayed on this long, thank you so much for watching. Until my next video, I hope you take care. Bye.